Don't let anyone tell you you're traumatized. If that comes from a holistic therapist or somebody doing transformational work, whether that's somatic work, shamanic work, spiritual healing. In my belief, in my system, if somebody says you've got childhood trauma, you've got trauma trapped in your body, autoimmune disease means you're traumatized, you've got trauma, therefore, and I can help. And what you do is SE or somatic experiencing, and you need to do my technique in order to save yourself, right? That pins them as the savior and you as a victim. And I feel sticky and icky about that, and when practitioners do that, because it just is a very dominating, I'm going to save you, just takes your power away. Essentially, you're traumatized and I've got something that can help. And if someone says directly that, if you've assumed they've said that, or you put them on a pedestal and put yourself there, that's something a little bit different. That's the nuance to this. You've got to be careful that you don't put yourself in the victim and glorify anyone helping you. For me, it's really best if it's done on a power with everyone is really the same. Some people might have done something before, therefore you can take their guidance to get there quicker. But it's not that they're better than you or faster than you or further along than you, because really this process of living and learning is cyclical. So if we're all going round and round the medicine wheel, nobody can be further because they're just going round and round anyway. There is no someone's further along, someone's further back. It cycles. And we're all learning from each other, and we'll have different unique gifts, and somebody might be able to support and guide you in something so that you get around that part quicker. You then might be able to support and guide somebody else. But for me, we ought to be really careful about this power over dynamic and it putting somebody in victim consciousness. The first part of the medicine wheel is alchemizing victim consciousness. That is to claim your victim, not to get rid of it. It's to integrate that part of you, integrate that voice, hear that voice, so that it's almost like nobody can take advantage of it because you're already holding your own victim, if that makes sense. So if you've alchemized your own victim, you know those parts of you, not to say, I'm not a victim, I don't have that part, because every single living human being has a victim consciousness. It's one of our core archetypes. So yes, you will have a victim. But as soon as you listen to the voice, you don't get taken over by it. You don't go into victim consciousness without realizing you're in victim. You go, I can hear that voice. I can hold space for it. I know what that part is saying. And I'm also aware of my adult part and my other parts. There's a part of me that's this, there's a part of me that's that, there's a part of my victim that's this. And then you're holding yourself in your fullness, and nobody is able to latch onto your victim. I say, I can help you. Because I feel that's very a dangerous dynamic for coachee, because it strips your power. And for me, the whole point of coaching is to empower somebody, to teach them to do it for themselves, to give them the tools, to give them the awareness, so that you're building somebody up underneath, realizing that actually we're all one. They might not be able to see this, but they've forgotten that. And you say, see, look. So it's just a reminder that if you're looking for some help in transformation, some help with your blind spots, some personal development work, be really careful of the people that say, tell you you're traumatized, tell you to go looking into your pain, tell you that you're broken and that you need fixing. Because from my perspective, the work that I do, transformational work, and the perspective that's effective, that if we come from, the majority should be coming from, is nobody is broken and no one needs fixing. Your pain points, your trauma, it's not to say nobody's been through any trauma, of course, but there's a different way to deliver it. You don't say you're traumatized and I can help. That's you're the victim and I'm the savior. It's there might have been some difficult things in your past that you're holding a contraction over, that are keeping your energy a little bit stuck. And we just need to prise that open. And really, this is your biggest gift. Your body or your consciousness is holding on to it for a reason, because you've missed something. Not because there's something wrong with you, not because it's gone, ooh, because it's in so much pain and oh dear, woe me, oh terrible pain. It's like, what did we miss? Why is it still contracted? Why is it still holding on to something? Is there something in relative reality that we can learn from? Because all of life is these experiences of love and fear, so that we can learn from duality how to love deeper. So it's about, can you find a guide to see what you've missed and take your power back, take what is your gift from that situation, so that it can fuel you, so that you can learn more about yourself, so that you can add to yourself and free yourself up from these parts that are stuck and contracted. And that to me is self-development, and that's what your coach should be saying, not you're traumatized. That's a gift. And if they don't tell you in this way, if it's not delivered in that way, it's not going to be helpful, because you're not going to get the gift. You're going to think that you're in even more pain, that, oh my goodness, this trauma was so bad. It might even re-traumatize you if they're saying this is a huge trauma, this is a big deal. You know, to me that's like, ooh, why are we loading even more pain on the pain? Where's the joy? Where's the gift? Nobody is broken. Nobody needs fixing. This work is about following your joy, expanding, moving into the spaces, stretching. Where is the bound energy? How can we find the gift so that it opens? Where's the misunderstanding keeping it tight? How can we understand it so that it opens, frees up, and then your life force comes back, your energy comes back, you're moving in the right direction. So please find a guide, a coach and a guide that is going to help and empower you, and be very careful with power over paradigms of you're broken, you're traumatized. If any coach or healer is saying that to you, I feel like that's a really big red flag. Because really then it's power over and you can be manipulated. It's not helpful. Your dynamic with a coach should be very wholesome. Nobody is better than anyone else. We are all learning. Yeah. And hopefully that's a really nice reminder. And if you are a coach yourself, again, be particular. And you might have said in a really clear way, we're doing this together, I'm helping you with your blind spots, I want to empower you to have the tools, but they might have put you on a pedestal. So you've got to watch out for that and be very careful, because then they might take some things that you've said out of context. So be really curious as a coach as well, and keep reminding your coachees that you're empowering from the bottom up, because it's a two-sided relationship when it comes to coaching. Ubi chai, sankai.